everybody, it's Doug Edgell here, fingersonthefrets.com. How you doing out there? Today I'm going to demonstrate and teach to you the song Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis. This is what your PDF will look like if you go to the website fingersonthefrets.com and pick yourself up a copy of this. It's about 2.5 pages long. It's for basic to intermediate level fingerstyle players, okay? So the whole trip with my website, Fingers on the Frets, is mostly playable arrangements. Some of them are more difficult, but I try to make things, I arrange songs for the guitar, for fingerstyle and for pick, but I'm trying to make it playable for the intermediate player. Okay, so let's dive into this classic tune here. First thing, it's in 4/4 time, and there's a triplet basically throughout the whole 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Triplet, triplet, triplet. That's how I kind of put it together. So anyway, it starts with the C chord, and then E minor, the G on top here, the little finger, and then A minor, and a little melody, D, E, then an F shape, back to a C, now a G, but this time the little finger has to go to a D note here, and then I play these here on the bottom. That's F. It looks like I'm doing a full bar there, but I'm really not, because I'm only playing the low 4 strings. And now a G, but open B this time as a melody. Then A minor with a C here. Now this is a G over B, the 2/4 fingering. That's falling in love, and then C. This G with the D note on top again, and then C. And then a quick turnaround, and then back to C. Okay, so a little bit about the articulation here and the playing of the right hand. The thing is, you want to try to get the melody to speak above the triplet figure, okay, and pop out. So you can hit it harder, but if you do that, then everything else is, you're hitting hard, it becomes too much. So what I try to do is play all the accompaniment parts softer, but I try to strike out the melody louder. So everything else, you can just practice it very slowly, 1 chord at a time. And another trick I like to do is this little thumb and then melody note, separate them just a little bit. Ba-da. And when you do that, you can hit the thumb a little bit softer, but then you can really bring the melody up. Now the notation is written as if they would be played together. Look at that. It looks like you're going to play the C and the E together. I'm sorry, the C and the C together on that first hit there. But you don't have to do that necessarily. You can pull it apart if you have the skill to do that. And what happens is it brings out the melody. So I try to work with my students to try to bring that out, okay? So that's the first thing I would try. So play softer on all the harmony parts, louder here. And if you can pop it apart, that works. Now, it goes through the tune. I'll play that part one more time just so you can see it. Okay, now the bridge section comes up, and we've got this E minor here, like this, with the second finger on the note, E note. So we've got da da. Now what I'm going to do is hit the little finger on the G, slide up to a B, and then 5th fret A, and then I come in with the first finger here on a bar, and that's a B7 chord. And if you've ever played A7 in first position, it's the same shape, just up a whole step, but you can't play these lower strings, obviously, at that point. So anyway, darling, or deep into the sea, whatever he says there. That happens 3 times, so the second time I vary the accompaniment like this. No big deal. And then the first one's the same. I'll do it one more time on that part. Now this, darling, some things. So I'm gonna go, but there's a little harmony note in between. See how I'm trying to make the melody louder than the accompaniment. So these are the things you want to work on once you get the fingering here. Now that's a G note and then an E right there. And it's as if you were going to be playing a D minor shape, but just up at the E minor position, like that. Then I hit 3 opens because it's still E minor, then A7. And this time I'm cheating, I'm not going to do a full A7, I just play it open A, open G, C sharp. We're meant to, but there's a little accompaniment note in there. Just to fill it in instead of going. Okay, but if I put that little note in there real quietly, but not super loud. That's D minor, G, and then we're back home. And then that goes on. But then later on, at the very end, I like to do a little thing where it goes up. And I play A minor. And then I do this little figure here. And when I do that, it's a 3rd finger and a 4th finger. On the 5th fret, skip the B string. Then a 2nd finger, 1st finger. So basically harmonizing the falling in instead of falling in. I reversed it, falling in. I think they do that in the song too, but a little harmony there just to create interest. And you can do the little banjo roll at the end. If you can get that. If not, just hit it all together. Okay, so Can't Help Falling in Love, Elvis, obviously, arranged for, easy to intermediate fingerpicking guitar. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and stay safe out there, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thanks.